Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to make one of these vending machines for teddy bears. I'm not sure that's the right word, but I made this off camera, so I'm first going to take you through every step. On these pictures you can see all the measurements that you need. The little oval hole is just around 2 centimeters tall and 1.5 centimeters wide, and just made it oval. I painted the inside, the top of the inside, with this silver paint. The little corner cut out here is going to be in the space where you have that hole at the bottom. So you can see the hole here in the front. You want the hole or the cutout in the bottom piece over that one, because the price is gonna go down there and into that little hole. So here you can see I built the pieces together into the square, and everything on the inside is painted silver. I did not glue on the back side before I was all done with this machine. This is a little piece in front where you actually play the game control panel. And I am gluing that in front. You will see that here on the next picture. I glued that on there and made a few details. You can do them just like you want to. I placed all my teddy bears with glue. This way they won't fall out or fall around in the machine. Here you see the top part of the machine. That is 2 pieces of skewers put in a triangle piece. And then from that one I have the claw hanging down. So for those of you that have a 3D printer, I actually designed this one for a 3D print. So this part is one piece. Then I have some windows and some frames for the sides and the front. And these fits together so that you can put a piece of acetate in there. I have the small one here for the front window. The other one I glued the acetate on the inside of the machine, and if you are a little too rough with it you can actually push that out, so I wanted to do that different. That was the playing panel, the control panel, and here we have the top piece with the claw piece, where I have this little shape that is gonna go into that top piece. In the first one I made it out of wood, so these 3 pieces I have here, I cut them out of wood and placed them into a piece of plastic that I had lying around. Actually I got that from a friend. But here where it is 3D printed, you just put some glue in there and glue the 3 parts into that little claw part. And here is the little claw part all done. You have a hole in the top of this one where you can put in a chain for hanging it up. I will be using a piece of a skewer to make sure it is just hanging where I want it to, whether the machine is lying down or standing up. And I found a few pictures online and I scaled them into the size that I need them in. And now I'm just fussy cutting all of this, and I'm gonna use a tiny bit of decoupage glue to glue all these pictures on. So just go online and see what you can find for pictures. I'm not putting these on I'm not putting these pictures with the build, because again, these are not my pictures, so you'll have to find your own, or you could paint everything in hand like I did with the first one. While gluing these on the machine, just remember you have this window frame that needs to go on, and on front you have the control panel that will go on as well. So I just used some time to make sure that I glued the pieces on where I wanted them, and the machine actually is looking really cute now. I printed mine in white, but you can print it in whatever color you want to. So just go ahead and have fun with this one. And of course you will find my link for the 3D print in the info box below. I decided to go with some yellow paint around this little opening, and I painted the windows and the inside window frame yellow. Remember to paint both sides because you will be able to see it through the window in the machine. For the claw machine, I made the square where you can put the dowels through, and I am placing this little piece of skewer between the claw and the machine itself. And for that, I'm going to sew this little piece of fabric so that it looks like this arm can be extended and grab the bears from the box itself. In my first version, I just placed a chain and a small wire between the hook and that square box. The square box I just made out of a piece of foam so that it had the right size and shape, and so that I didn't have to drill a lot of holes, but it is just a square where I can put a dowel one way or in one direction and a dowel in the other one direction. And this little square is glued in the ceiling of the machine, so you won't really not see it that much. So just use whatever you have if you are making it yourself without the 3D print. Then I cut 2 dowels that has the length and the width of the top part of the build so that it can sit up there. And I painted everything silver. Now I am making sure that this little tube will stay in place around the hook here, and I'm just doing that by using a needle and a thread and just pulling a thread around the opening here. Then I am going to glue that in place, and I am tying a knot around the little wood piece with this loose thread here so that it looks like it is stuck on there, just like that. And I'm gluing that together. Then I am scrunching the fabric together at the top, and I'm gluing that part to that square hole, the hole in the square that you see right here, gluing that everything together. If you want to do it the easier way, then you take a chain from that hole in the square to that hook piece instead. And if you want it to look real, then place a little wire between the places. And here my husband is helping me to bind the little knot that I need. The next step is quite hard to show you on video, but I'm really trying. I put some glue on this square piece here, and then I am going to glue that on top of the machine. So I'm placing it through one of the windows and making sure that it fits on top here. And then I'm just placing it with the glue onto the top and making sure it is sitting just like I want it to. I am going to show you in a second. Here you can see how it is sitting. So that's the mechanism done. For the acetate, I am taking that little piece that is going into the bigger frame, and I am drawing that onto my acetate and cutting that out. Then I'm gluing that into the big frame and gluing the little frame on top. And I'm doing this with all 3 windows. In the first one, I just cut out a piece of acetate that was big enough to cover the whole side on the inside so that I had some place to glue it onto the inside. And it was working, but it's not that good. So I actually like this better. But if you make it on your own, the other way is the way to go. And I am doing this with all 3 of my windows so that they are ready to go into the machine, but I'm not gluing them in yet. I also cut a piece of acetate that is going to fit inside the machine so that it can sit here in front of that little hole in the front, because there is always this little door in front of these holes. So I am just gluing here on top of the acetate. Then I am carefully placing it down the little indent here, or the hole here. That was actually a bit tricky. And when I get it down, I am squeezing it tight so that it will stay in place. You don't want it to fall around. You want it to sit here in front of the door. And it's on its place now. I am going to glue a tiny piece of a wire. You can use a thread instead, but I'm using a tiny piece of a wire, and I'm gluing it in where one of these skewers are sitting in the square on the top, and then I'm going to leave it to dry up there before I continue. Then I have these tiny silver beads, and I'm going to thread this wire with them so that it is completely covered. The wire is going to be glued in the corner, the top back corner of the machine. So I'm just making sure that the wire is a tiny bit longer so it's not stretched out from that space of the machine and into the corner, but that it is hanging loose so it looks like the machine can actually move around without being disrupted by these this wire that it's supposed to look like. So I'm placing a lot of beads here, and then I'm gluing it into the upper back corner of the machine. I then also printed the little handle for this controller thing, and I'm going to paint that little handle yellow, and then I am going to paint the details on the controller panel. So this little handle is going to sit on this piece of wood. This is just a dowel, and I'm going to cut the dowel a little longer than that so that I'm sure I can see the dowel when it is placed into the controller panel when I am done. On the first one, I just used a decorated wooden piece that I had lying around, and I used that for that control handle. And I used a decorative button for that little stop button, and I used some papers glued on for this coin slot and this other piece that I really don't know what is. So I just used whatever I had around to make this little control panel look good on the other one. Here it is all 3D printed onto this part, so you just have to paint it if you want to. You could leave it in the plain color that you printed it in, but I think painting it with different color make it look a lot better. And I'm making sure that this little skewer here is silver colored so it looks nice when it's connected to the panel. Then I am just gluing the little handle onto the wooden skewer, and I am going to cut the skewer into length. I should have done that first and then glue the little handle on there. And then I'm of course going to glue that part onto my little machine after that. You can see the handle just disappeared here. So I'm just gonna cut it and then glue everything together again. Finding my little handle, placing that back on the skewer, and then the skewer into the hole here. And that is that little piece here all done and ready to go onto the machine itself. And then I use some super glue where you have to glue on one part and the other part, wait for a little minute, and then put the pieces together. That will make a nice bond. So I am just gluing that little panel in place. Remember, you have to have your window frame there, so there needs to be room for that as well. Then I am going to glue in the front glass here just the same way as I did with the controller panel. If you want a teddy bear to lie down in the price payout thing, then don't glue this window in before you have placed that teddy bear down there, because you won't get it down and lying as you want to in that little price give out if you don't have the room from that side. So I placed the side window as well, left the side window open. Then I popped in the teddy bears I want there. I have a video for how to make teddy bears out of pipe cleaners. I will link that in the info box below. When I am all happy with the content of my teddy bear machine here, with the teddy bears or whatever you put in there, you could put hats in there or food or whatever you have, not real food of course, but whatever you like to put into your little teddy bear vending machine, or what they are called. And when you're all happy with it, everything is glued in place, then you glue on the last window frame here. If you don't want the things to be glued in place, then don't glue the window frame here, just leave it in loose so you can change it up if you want to. But that is all there is to this machine here. So now you can actually build this one without a 3D printer, but you can also do it if you have a 3D printer. I hope this little build were as fun for you as it was for me. And before I go, I wanted to show you the two machines side by side, so you can make these just like you want to. It is a fun build and you can go crazy with the painting or decorating on the outside. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you for watching and happy crafting.